Hi friends, Star. Welcome to QAII Wizards, your magical home for fun new tech, AI, and data learning adventures. Welcome to QAII Wizards. Yay! Let's start the magic. So picture this. You just finished building an amazing game or a super cool website for a school project. It's got all these awesome features. But now comes the part that can be a little, slow. Testing. You know, where you have to click every single button and fill out every little box just to make sure it all works. It's super important, for sure, but wow, it can take a long time. But what if you had a magic helper to do all that boring checking for you? Well, guess what? You're in luck, because hidden inside a lot of the coding tools we use, there are these powerful AI helpers just waiting for us. You can think of them as your own personal team of coding experts, or, as we love to call them, your 3 AI wizards. They're here to help with all the tricky stuff, and one of their absolute best tricks is helping us test our code to make it perfect. And these are not just some simple little tools. Oh no. These AI helpers are incredibly smart. They can look at all of your code for your entire project and totally understand how it's supposed to work. From there, they can actually come up with a whole plan to check everything. And here's the most amazing part. They can write brand new code all by themselves. The test code. This saves you so much time. Okay, let's get into it. It is time to meet our 3 magical friends one by one. You see, these AI helpers work in 3 different ways, or modes, and each one has its own special, unique power. Once you know what each one does, you'll know exactly which wizard to call for help on your projects. First up, we have our thinker, the plan wizard. Think of this wizard like a super wise owl, the master strategist who loves to make the perfect plan. When you use this wizard, its only job is to think. It looks at your whole project and then creates a perfect step-by-step plan for testing. It doesn't write the test code yet. Its whole job is just to come up with the best strategy. The plan wizard's superpowers are awesome. It reads your entire project, thinks of all the different ways you could test it, and might even ask you some smart questions to make the plan even better. But here's its most important superpower. It is read-only. That's a fancy way of saying it never, ever changes your code. It only looks. That makes it completely safe. You unlocked your planning power. Next up is our builder, the Act Wizard. This wizard is like a busy beaver who loves to follow instructions and get to work. You give it a plan, maybe one you wrote or one the plan wizard made, and it starts building. Its job isn't to think up the strategy, but just to follow the instructions perfectly and build all the files you need. So, the Act Wizard is all about doing. You give it a clear plan, and it turns that plan into real code, building the test files exactly how the plan says. It's super focused, following one step at a time, and it's even smart enough to fix little mistakes along the way. Just remember, the Act Wizard is a builder, not a planner, so you gotta give it a great plan to get a great result. You unlocked your building power. So let's do a quick power check. What's the difference between our first 2 wizards? Well, the plan wizard is the thinker. It's like an architect making the blueprint for a giant castle. The Act Wizard is the builder. It's the one who takes that blueprint and builds the castle piece by piece. One writes the recipe, the other bakes the cake. And last, but definitely not least, we have the Agent Wizard. Whoa, this one is a total powerhouse. You can think of the Agent Wizard as a magic genie who can pretty much do everything all by itself. It's an all-in-one super wizard. The Agent Wizard is so powerful because it has the powers of both plan and act. It can think and it can build. All you do is give it a big wish. We call that a prompt, and it takes care of the rest. It will make a plan, build the files, and write the code, all from that one wish. It's the most hands-off magic of them all. You unlocked your genie power. Let's think about this with a yummy cake analogy. The plan wizard is like the wise owl who reads the entire recipe book first to make sure it knows everything. The Act Wizard is like the busy beaver who just follows one step, like mix flour and sugar. But the Agent Wizard, it's the genie. You just say, bake me a cake, and poof, it does everything for you. All right, let's see this magic happen for real. We're going to pretend we have a Magic Castle app, and we need to build tests for the login gate to make sure only the right people get in. This is something almost every website has, so it's a perfect job for our wizards. So how do you cast your spell? It's actually pretty easy.
First, you open your coding spellbook, which is just your code editor like VS Code. Then you choose which wizard you want to help you, plan, act, or agent. After that, you write out your magic wish, which is your prompt. And finally, poof, you send your wish and the wizard makes the test files appear like magic.
Check out this awesome magic spell for the agent wizard. Let's see why it's so powerful. When we say, you are a senior QA wizard, we're giving it a job title, telling it to be an expert. Asking for Cypress tests tells it exactly what kind of magic to use. Now, this part is super important. Include good and bad tests. That means check what happens when the login is right and when it's wrong. And use a page object model? Whoa, that's a pro move. That just tells the wizard to keep all its code nice and organized. See? The clearer your wish, the better the magic.
And just look at that result. In just a few seconds, the agent wizard made all these files for us. And it didn't just make one file, it made 4, all perfectly organized. We've got our main test file, our organized page files for login and register, and even a special file to hold our test data. Wow. Doing all that by hand would have taken so much longer.
Okay, you know the basics of our 3 wizards. Now it's time to become a master. Let's learn some tips and tricks that will help you get the absolute best, most amazing results from your AI helpers. Here is a top secret pro wizard tip. For the best possible results, especially when you're working on something new or kind of tricky, use 2 wizards. First, ask the plan wizard to create a super smart strategy. You can look it over and make sure it's perfect. Then you just give that plan to the agent wizard and say, now build this. Using the thinker and the doer together is the key to becoming a true master. And here's your very own cheat sheet to keep in your magic spellbook. Remember, call the plan wizard when you need a great strategy for something new. Call the act wizard when you already have a perfect plan and you just need it built. And call the agent wizard when you want everything done super fast. Okay, everyone, it's memory trick time. Let's learn a little rhyme to help us remember everything. Ready? Do it with me. Plan to think, tap your head, act to do, make a building motion, agent is magic, wiggle your fingers for me and you. Let's try it again all together. Plan to think, act to do, agent is magic for me and you. Awesome job!
It is time for your final wizard test. You have learned so much about our 3 magical AI friends. Let's see if you're ready to graduate from wizard school with a couple of quick questions.
Okay, first question. Which wizard is the super safe one that is read-only and promises to never ever change your code? The answer is the plan wizard. That's right. Woohoo! And now for your big wizard assignment. Let's say you want to make all the test files for a new project, and you want to do it as fast as you possibly can with just one command. Which wizard would you call for help? Plan, act, or agent? The answer is the agent wizard. Yes, because the agent wizard can think and build all at once. It's the fastest way to get the job done. Amazing. Congratulations. You are a true AI wizard. So let's wrap up everything we learned today. Remember, plan is your thinker. Act is your builder. An agent is your all-in-one genie that gets things done fast. And if you want to be a real pro, use plan first to get a great strategy, and then use agent to build it. That's all for today's magic. Jazzy! Thank you for learning with us. Come back soon to QAII Wizards for the next super fun tech and data adventure. See you next time at QAII Wizards. Bye, friends. You are all AI wizards now.